mean, confidence is like it really is a self-fulfilling prophecy if you don't. That's why it's so important. I mean, you can now be overly confident, and of course that's not a good thing, but if you don't believe, it's remember Peter Thiel having a saying on that he says that the way he decides if entrepreneurship is going to, Peter Thiel, the sort of entrepreneur that founded PayPal and stuff, if the best way to see if the leaders in a company is going to succeed in what they're doing, I mean, of course you have to evaluate the idea and so forth, but when it comes, and he is really a big believer in teams and stuff, like a good team, which I think is a really good thought, because a lot of things happen in social context and in social group, doing like collaboratively achieving something. I mean, performing in isolation is like, yeah, some scientists, this is specific small domains for sure, Einstein and so forth, but even he, like, no one performs completely in isolation, and tight collaboration is, of course. But the thing he had to those leaders or entrepreneurs starting something, that the question he used to distinguish or to evaluate if he himself would sort of, I guess, put money in it, or if he think it would succeed, was to ask a critical question to those, and that question was, what will happen to your company? And that showed sort of, it betrayed, or it deconcealed, what's the word? Betrayed is the word. Anyway, showed their I guess confidence, or their how much they believed in their, and he I think he used that word, self-fulfilling prophecy, but at least that's the way I think he would sort of describe it as. Like, if you really do believe in it, like, and I think it's the same discussion, or there's a lot of videos him talking about similar stuff, but one of the videos is by sort of learn helplessness, and if you he said that positive thinking is definitely not a guarantee for a successful business, but negative thinking is disastrous. I mean, it's, if you don't even believe in it, it's bound to fail. Basically, you have to really believe. So if you're saying what will happen to your company, and then start to think about bad things that can happen, I mean, that betrays, or sort of shows that there's no real, like, commitment, at least it's going to succeed or something. Of course you have to take into consideration bad stuff, but if that's the only thing you see, and like, yeah, so excuse me, so yeah, I think that's very interesting and fundamental, basically. You can even say simple, but some important things are simple too. As Munger said, what's right is right. But I don't know if let's try it is quite, I mean, it's complicated. I at times, like, considered confidence and thought about, like, am I confident or not? And I am, like, I guess most people would describe themselves in this way, that they are really confident deep down, but perhaps at times, perhaps at these different social settings, not confident or something similar to that. But I'm perhaps too confident sometimes in my long-term achievements. But and perhaps, yeah, long-term usually. But I also feel as if that's the reason because I do think I've accomplished some things that I should be quite proud of, that gone quite far in accomplishment. Even if I'm far from satisfied, feeling as if it's enough. I think one of the reasons for that is because I have a perhaps silly confidence in myself in the long term. But I was about to say something about that, because when it comes to, no, I forgot what I was. Yeah, I forgot it. Damn. Quite hot here in Sweden. The internet.